Welcome, business owners from North Texas. Michael D. Rubin, founder of MDR Associates, here in the studio with our VP of Exit Strategy, Todd Hutchinson.
Glad to be here.
On Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Todd, I think this is our 16th week. Pretty crazy. 16 weeks.
16th or 17th, yes.
Yeah. 4 months into this thing. We went through the book that I wrote last summer, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Before we get going, I know from last week I do this about 7 or 8 times during the show. If you'd like a complimentary copy of Sell Your Company for Maximum Value, the first 5 callers to text or call me right now, I'll get you that signed copy of the book. And my direct cell phone, mobile phone, direct to my hip, is 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. I'll get you a signed copy of the book. It goes over a myriad of things about buying and selling businesses, our process, how to find the right buyer, the legal process, and, of course, closing and wiring of funds. All right, well, in the studio today, we have a very, very special guest. He is Tom Lociato from MDR Television. He is a guy that we use to video each and every engagement that we get. So when we take on a company for sale, there's an emotional aspect of it, and we send Tom and his crew out to shoot a HD 4K video of the company, and he has lots of other clients. So, Tom, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about MDR Television before we get going.
Okay, Michael. Well, been doing video all over the state of Texas since 1997. We go everywhere in the state. My background started at Fox Television, and from there I got into my own video production and started that business back then, and it's been very successful.
Fantastic. Tell us what type of client could use your services, right? Because obviously I think we talked about in the car, 85% of all websites are not video-centric. They're static websites, right?
Yeah.
So who would be the perfect client for someone to reach out to you and use your services? We're going to come back around to that later in the show, but tell us.
Well, any business in the state of Texas who has a website and you do not have video on that website, you're a perfect client for me. Reach out to me. I can help you with that situation. There's a lot of reasons we're going to talk about later why you want to do that.
Perfect. Well, today, Todd, we're going to talk about success stories from the trenches. We're going to talk about 5 of our closed transactions out of the almost 230 closed transactions since 2008. All 5 of these happened in the last 3 or 4 years. Let's start with one out in Tyler, Texas, called, you remember the name of it?
Sweet Peas. Floral, right? Floral and gifts, and what a great little location. This is one of the first ones that I think that when I saw the video that we did on this, it was absolutely amazing. My background in film and television as well. I really enjoyed what Tom did on this shoot. And once you saw this video, it just brought the business to life, and I think it tremendously changed the time on market for this company based on that video. Yeah,
so I mean, Sweet Peas was the largest flower shop in Texas, based out of Tyler, Texas. When she engaged with me, her name was Stacy. When the owner engaged with me, we sent Tom out there with his video crew, and they just did a great job with that video shoot. I think you even got somebody delivering flowers.
We did.
If I remember correctly.
We did. Yeah, the challenge on that shoot was the owner was concerned about doing the video during business hours. So we actually started at 7 in the morning. They open at 10 a.m. And so we were able to recreate all the employees working, and it went flawless. It was really awesome. But we adjust to any situation.
Awesome. And that was a $1 to $2 million sale, but still, I mean, I think it shortened the time on market, which you said earlier, Todd. Our HD video, 4K video that Tom and his crew go out and shoot, have drone video. They have drone video. You get to see the principal on camera, and it really does speed up the process of selling your company for maximum value. The next one I want to discuss is quite larger. It was just a year and a half ago we closed our $20 million transaction, right around 20 to 22 million. Hughes Tank out in Venus, Texas, right? This was a female CEO, Miss Vicky, I called her, and it just had an awesome 12-month time finding the perfect buyer. But going back to the video, Tom, that was a little challenging, right? That was like about 4 or 5 football fields long.
Well, the size of the business was challenging, and we took care of that with drones and even inside the warehouses and things like that. But the other challenge was this was a principal owner who really didn't want to talk on camera. So that's part of my job, is to make that person feel comfortable, but convince them that they just have to be themselves.
Right, and if I remember correctly, the general manager was the one that we selected would probably be the strongest and best person to come on camera. So it's not always the owner. It can be a really key employee that goes over the whole business. Yeah, I think it really shortened our time on market. It was incredible. You can go to our website at sellmycompanynow.com. Look at 60 videos, including the French peas video, the Hughes tank video, and all the videos that Tom's done for our company. It's a great example. I used to have a static website, and all of a sudden now it's completely video-centric with 55, 60 videos. So it's a resource on the web for business owners. So again, if you're a business owner, I think maybe right now would be a good time. Tom, how would someone reach out to you for the first time? I just want to give them maybe on your cell phone, and what kind of offer would you offer the business owners listening to start with video on their website?
The way to contact me is on my cell, 214-282-8611. That's 214-282-8611. And, just reach out to me. In fact, the first 5 people who reach out to me during this radio show, I'm going to give you a video testimonial of one of your clients absolutely free.
You're going to give a video away?
I am. I'm going to give 5 of them away.
If they reach your cell phone, now give me your cell phone one more time.
214-282-8611.
Interesting. This is how I get in contact with business owners every week, Tom. This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
You're going to get some contact
Let's
right
go.
now here on Sunday.
Let's do some videos.
All right, the number 3 success story I want to talk about. By the way, the Hughes tank thing did take 12 or 13 months to complete. We had the fallout from the first buyer. It wasn't the right buyer. We had to cancel the LOI. One of the big things that I think, Todd, MDR Associates does so well is find the right buyer to carry on the generational legacy of that business. In the middle of a deal, even if we're under an LOI, exclusive LOI, if it's not the right buyer, you saw it, we have no problem canceling that LOI and going out and restarting the process and finding the right buyer that's going to carry on the generational legacy. Can you speak to that for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. You've heard on this radio show that one of the things we say is your goals are our goals. We don't have any other goals than that. So absolutely, at the foremost of our importance when we're looking at buyers is one that will match with that business owner, with the philosophy of that company, with the generational equity of that company, and will continue this company as if that business owner is still there, right? So it has to be a perfect fit. And that's one thing where like you said, we're willing to walk away from a 100%
buyer. 100% going to walk away if it's not the right buyer. No question.
And so with Hughes, that was important that we had a meeting with the staff at that company, and they didn't feel comfortable with the current buyer that we had on. And so you made the executive decision, no matter how much heat you would get, to move on to a better buyer and one that would be a better fit for that company.
Yeah, it's never our success fee's great, but we focus on the owner's goals, the seller's goals. Their goals are our goals. We have no other goals. If this makes sense to you, you're a business owner driving around in Texas, maybe you just got out of church, you're popping out of lunch, you're into lunch, you're maybe working in your garage or working on your business as we speak. This makes sense to you. You want a complimentary copy of my free book, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. I wrote it last summer for the business owner. Takes you through the whole process. It's an easy read, about 110 pages, 14 chapters. If you want a complimentary copy signed by me, first 5 callers right now to hit me on my cell phone at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060, 6060. I will get you a free copy of the book. Love to connect with you. We make our calls, Todd and I, Monday tomorrow from 10 to 12, and we just love to connect and give you a complimentary opinion of value, maybe have a discovery meeting. Back to what we're talking about, success stories from the trenches. We've gone through 2 of them. The third one I remember is Nova Magnetics out of Austin. And I remember listing the survey company. So think every engineering firm, all the different cities, Austin, Round Rock, they use inland geodetics to do all of their surveys with TxDOT, airports, byways, freeways. Anyway, we listed the company, and I remember thinking, there's no way we can do a video that's going to come across. What in the world are we going to shoot? I told Tom this. with dirt and orange jackets that's going to make sense, right? And he said, no, I think we can do this and we can do this. Take us through the travel you did to Austin and how it's, again, this video is on our website, folks. You can go look at it. Inland Geodetics. Take us through that.
Well, this is one of those deals where you get to a location to do a pre-production meeting, and that's what I do with every client of MDR and Associates. I do a pre-production meeting. I have to be there either the week before or the day before the shoot to know the lay of the land. And when I went down there for pre-production, I was a little shocked at how do I say, ugly the business was.
The office in Round Rock was not that appealing.
No. So we on every shoot take green screen chroma key backgrounds with us. So we recreated an office that looked very
recreated
pleasing.
A glass, very pleasing office.
Yes.
Didn't look like their Round Rock office, which is okay. It's just not the sexiest office
Well,
ever.
The client was very happy because we made it look better than they really were.
So if people don't have a sexy office, they can still contact you.
That's right, and I'll make it sexy. Without any hammer and nails. We'll make it sexy.
And one other point. You travel anywhere in the state of Texas.
Anywhere
for videos.
in Texas.
Any business owner in Texas wants to have a video-centric website. All right.
No problem.
We're going to bring that offer. You said free video.
I know. You're going to hammer
We're going to bring that. I'm going to bring that back later in the show. Okay. So keep listening, folks. But anyway, Nova Magnetics was a survey company. It took us 2 months to be under contract, 3 more months to close, 4.5, 5 months from listing to closing. It was from engagement to closing. From engagement to closing the deal, 4.5 months. And I got to tell you, I think Steve and Brenda are really happy with the results. They're both retired. And you know what? That's what this show's about, right? You might as well start thinking about retirement. If you're a business owner, you'd like to stop making the donuts. That's the first chapter of the book. Slow down and smell the roses. You really want to partner with a firm that has Christian values. We're not ashamed. We love Jesus, right? We love people.
Amen.
We want to treat people the way they want to be treated. If this is making sense to you and you'd like to reach out to me personally, let me give you my private phone. For the first 5 callers, I'll get you a complimentary copy of the book. My direct cell phone, 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. Give me your name, your business type, and love to connect with you. And we'll have a quick introductory 5 to 10 minute discovery call tomorrow on Monday from 10 to 12. All right, back to the book. Todd, let's go into the next one. If we look at so we discussed Sweet Peas, Hughes Tank, Nova Magnetics. Let's talk about Peterson Landscaping. This is a deal we took in November. We listed in November. We called Tom. Tom, you drove out to, I think, Haltom City, Texas.
I did.
To shoot that Peterson landscape. How was that a different? Talk to us about that shoot.
Mr. Peterson, when I met with him during the pre-production meeting, he was really concerned about us being there while they were doing business. He was afraid that his employees would hear something that he was going to sell the business. And obviously we do this very confidentially.
Now, how do you overcome that? You tell them it's a marketing video, right?
Well, what we ended up doing in that case is we split the shoot into 2 days. We basically, on the first day, we went on a Saturday to interview him when no employees were there. Then we went back during business hours to shoot all our B-roll that we needed to make the video project work.
Nice. Peterson Landscape. Yeah, we just closed that February 21st, so that was incredible. Very fast again, from listing to close in 4 to 5 months. We ran our 10-step unique process. And Tom, I just got to say this publicly, man. It's been a huge blessing to have you partner with MDR and Associates, with MDR Television. That was kind of crazy when we met at Chamberlain's. I looked down at your business card and I'm like, wait a second, what's the name of your company? And you said
MDR Television.
And I said, well, mine's MDR and Associates.
And then I said, what does MDR stand for?
And I said, Michael D. Rubin. And I said, what does MDR stand for?
Media-driven response.
Total God deal, folks. I tell you, if you don't think God's working, we've had 42, 45 leads, right, Todd, off the radio. We've listed 3 and sold all 3 already, right off the radio, retiring 3 business owners. 1's closed, 2 are in closing process right now. If you're a business owner driving around and you're thinking, man, I would love to be represented by a Christian firm that loves people, that's going to get me maximum value, that's going to keep confidentiality the whole way, and has this incredible HD 4K video as part of our 10-step unique process, hit me on my cell phone right now. First 5 callers to text or call me right now on my direct cell will get a free copy of the book. 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. We're in the studio right now with Tom Lociato. Tom, you're a genius with video. It's not as expensive as people think. Yes, if you want to go through a whole regeneration of your website like I did, right? Sure, it can get kind of pricey. Is it worth it? We're doing 10 times more business now that we don't have a static business card-like website. And the emotional aspect, we're going to come back at some point and talk about the emotional aspect of what a business owner can change their website from static to completely emotional, where leads start pouring in, right? Because that's the goal.
Well,
isn't it, Tom?
Of course. You want leads coming from your website. Most people just have the website with no video. Well, there's missing an emotional connection. That's what video brings to your website. And we'll talk more about that in a little while.
Yeah, so whether it be Sweet Peas, Hughes Tank, Nova Magnetics, Peterson Landscaping, or Inland Geodetics, they all sold and sold quickly. I think it shortens the time on market. But for the business owner listening out there that goes, you know what? I don't have a video connection. Tom worked at Fox Television for 20 years and has the experience, the team, the knowledge, and the know-how to go from a website that's never even noticed to a website that once it's noticed, because obviously people have to put some money into SEO. On top of video, but once those videos go up there, that emotional aspect of who you are and what you're about. I mean, we've got probably 10 videos on marketing on our website, and we have 40 to 50 of me talking about who we are as a company, and that's what we're talking about today with Tom.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take a short break here in about 30 seconds. One last time, if you need a free copy of my book, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. First 5 callers, hit me on my cell phone at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. Glad to sign a copy and get it to you. Have an intro call. I'll call you tomorrow. We'll make those calls from 10 a.m. to 12. All right, we're going to take a quick, short break, and we'll be back with more from Tom and Todd and myself with Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Gosh, it's been 4 months now on the radio. It's been such a pleasure to talk to over 40 business owners, Todd, and just talk to them about what their goals are, possible retirement, slowing down, smell the roses, and it's been awesome. Tom Lociato, again, with MDR Television, shoots incredible 4K HD videos, makes companies' website go from completely static to video-centric. He's done that at sellmycompanynow.com for our website. If you've never been to our website, check out Tom's work at sellmycompanynow.com. Tom, I'm going to turn this over to you for about 3.5, 4 minutes. Talk to us a little bit about how you got in the business, what business owners you serve, and in the end, why don't you make that offer of the free video? That was incredible. Offer the free video to the listeners out there. So, Tom Lociato.
Well, thank you, Michael. But, once we came together as a partnership, basically, for me to do videos for your company, I think the big benefit was it sped up the deal. I mean, now you had a video about a business, so when it was put in front of your buyers, they got it right away. It made that transaction faster for the person selling their company. It was a win-win for you, for your clients, and also for me, because I love doing these videos. They're a lot of fun. My strength comes from news directing and journalism, and basically it takes me back to those days when I used to interview people on the radio. So that's one of my strengths, and that's why I do all the interviews of any client, customer, or patient testimonial, whether it's for somebody's website or, in your case, to help move a deal along for someone who wants to sell their company. So
but all the other videos you've done for me, the informational videos, are really applicable to what business owners would need for their website. And you've calmed me down many a day, my friend, where I was nervous,
Sure.
Didn't know what to say. So talk to the business owner out there that's nervous about, I don't want to go on camera. I know it's good for my customers. I know my customers want video, but I'm nervous.
Well, we got to back up and talk about the website. I mean, the website, you have one, I have one, every business has a website.
Give them your website real quick. So then
MDRtelevision.com, www.mdrtelevision.com, and you can go to my website and set an appointment with me, the new way of setting appointments, and we can do a video conference call or whatever it might be. But really, talking about websites, if you don't have videos on your website, you are missing the boat. Have you ever paid for Google search and what have you, and you're spending this money and you're still not getting leads from your website? The reason you're not is because there's no emotional connection with that person who comes to the website. That's what video does. A great story is with Michael's website. One of the people I recently interviewed to do a business listing video, he says to me while I'm interviewing him, do you know how I chose Michael D. Rubin? It was after I searched every other M&A firm, I finally got to his, and I looked at every video that was on his website. The video about the process, the video testimonials, the video about giving back, because we're both Christian companies. That's what we do. We always want to give back. But this man made a decision without ever calling Michael D. Rubin.
Never called me.
He never called. He just finally said, I'm going with this guy because of the videos, and that's how it all started.
Yeah, and it was so easy to sign the engagement letter because he'd already made his decision in his heart to go with me based on the work you did.
Yes, I mean, but that's what video does for a business.
Go to sellmycompanynow.com, folks, sellmycompanynow.com, and look at all the videos that Tom has given. All right, Tom, 30 seconds. We've got 30 seconds before we have to take a break. Give them that free offer, the first 5 people to text or call you.
I work the whole state of Texas, so wherever your business is, pick up the phone and call 214-282-8611. That's 214-282-8611. That's my cell phone. You can text me, call me. Let's start talking about your business and making it video-centric. The first 5 people who call, I'm going to give a free testimonial video to you.
Free video?
A free video.
All right.
The first 5 callers
cell
will
phone
get
one more time.
214-282-8611. That's 214-282-8611. Call me.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with more about sell your company for maximum value. We'll be right back. All right, attention business owners, welcome back to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Todd, this is about a 10-minute segment. What do you want to talk about?
Well, that's what we talked about, the things that hurt businesses for selling. We started this show talking about the success stories. I think a lot of business owners are kind of wondering what exactly are the types of businesses that MDR Associates work with that are successful companies to work with successful transactions. So I'd like to hear you talk about the kind of businesses that you've worked with in the past and the ones that are successful and even the ones that are not successful.
Well, I think we started in 2008, and the worst time to be a business broker in the history of business brokerage, right? For 50 years, it was brutal. Banks weren't lending. Multiples were at rock bottom. And I quickly determined that the companies that buyers want to buy the fastest is manufacturing, distribution, and service. Service we've become very dominant in, whether it be HVAC, plumbing, landscaping, electrical. We visited with an electrical contractor this week. We just sold 2 landscape companies earlier in the year. So if you're a service company, we definitely are right down your fairway. And if you manufacture and you distribute something, we would be a perfect company to visit with because you don't know if you want to sell.
So you know what you're worth. So
if this makes sense to you right out of the gate, hit me on my personal and private cell phone at 469-995-6060. Let's have a conversation. I'll get you a complimentary copy of the book if you'd like that. 469-995-6060. Let's talk. I always tell my kids, Todd, conversation's free. You should at least find out what you're worth if you're approaching retirement age, because you need about 3, 6, 9, 12 months, right, Todd, to get before you're ready to sell.
Easily prepared to get ready to sell, yes.
So those are the companies that we like, and size-wise, you really have to do revenue at $1 million or more. Our website says $3 to $100 million in revenue, but if you're not doing $1 million in revenue, you're probably not the kind of company that we're going to represent. You're more of a Main Street business broker, right? VR Business Brokers, Sunbelt, Murphy, Transworld. Those are all franchises of Main Street business brokers, and you're better suited to go there. But if you're doing $1 million, $2 million, 10, 5, 7, 10 million in revenue, and your manufacturing distribution service, and you're Texas-based, we're Texans serving Texans. We got 2 Tall Jones. We got Randy White as our ambassadors, ex-Super Bowl winning Dallas Cowboys. We're Texans serving Texans. If you're a Texas business owner, and this is starting to make sense, then please contact us. Our website is sellmycompanynow.com. All of Tom's work is on our website. You'll see 55, 60 videos. That's www.sellmycompanynow.com. Now, Todd, let's talk about what we don't list. All right, so I'm gonna roll down right now a list of things that we simply do not accept as a listing for us, and there's various reasons. Number one is restaurants. Restaurants change hands historically every 2 years. It's a cash business. It's hard to prove the cash. We used to sell restaurants. We just decided not to about 5 years ago. Again, one of those business brokering franchise firms would be better for you than us. Motels, hotels, and dry cleaners we don't sell. There's just something about that. It's more of a real estate transaction. Dry cleaning not, but motel, hotels more of a real estate transactions. We don't do C-stores, convenience stores. We do, again, manufacturing, distribution, and service. About any other kind of business. I mean, we've done pet grooming. We've done, there's so many different businesses that are out there. Right? It always amazes me how many, this week we contacted a generator company. Fixes generators, sell generators through Generac. Electric company. We talked to so many different companies. It amazes me how you can make money at so many different things. But yeah, I would say C-stores, liquor stores, dry cleaners, motels, hotels, restaurants are not for us. Every other business in the world, certainly if you're doing $1 million in revenue, and you know what also we look at, right? A good listing for us is profitable, trackable, someone that's highly motivated, and the last one is we have to they like us, we like them. Life's too short to spend 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 months with a business owner through hundreds of phone calls and texts if that comfort level is not there, that likability level. Because it's so we're going to live together like a sports agent with an athlete until we succeed, right?
Yeah, and I think it's important that you said that relationship that we have with the business owner and having a real, back and forth, liking them, liking us, because a lot of times, like you said, our website has a parameter of revenue, but we have worked with really small companies. I believe we sold a cake bake store a couple years ago.
It was about 5 years ago.
Tiny.
Yeah. Tiny. It was 150,000.
But we loved the owner. They loved us.
Yep.
So there are scenarios where it may be out of our parameter, but if the situation is right, we like the owner, they like us, and we believe in what they want to do next, there is opportunity there as well.
That's a good point. The net's more important. If the net's under $250,000, it's definitely below what we do because that's $1 million sale. So if you're not netting, $200,000, $250,000 to $5 million or more in EBITDA. Last year, $4 or $5 million was Hughes Tank, their net. So we can go all the way up to a $10 million EBITDA, all the way down to about a $250,000 EBITDA. But that's a great point. It's a case-by-case scenario. And sometimes the Lord leads us to take a listing that's much smaller than $1 million, and we've done it.
Absolutely, and I think that's why it's so important that we book discovery meetings with business owners, because in that hour and a half that we're meeting with them, we really get to know their story, their heart, their family, their people, their employees, and in that process is where we feel the leading of the Lord to, you've said it many times, within 5-10 minutes, the Lord almost tells you, represent them.
100%. We're a Christian firm. My life verse is Matthew 6:33. Seek the kingdom first and his righteousness, and everything will be added. We just want to treat people the way they want to be treated. We want to bless both our seller and the buyer. We want it to be seller, a win-win, and a win for the kingdom. So that's a great point. You're a pastor every Sunday. You're preaching on the pulpit in a church every Sunday. So your pastor's heart comes across when you talk to business owners, Todd, all the time, buying and selling.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of what we do is all the times we get to meet through the discovery meeting, the buyer-seller meetings, when we go over offers in person with the business owner, just to be able to be in the presence of what we call our heroes, are these business owners, and really get to know their heart, get to know their families and how important their employees are to them, because that means it's important to us too. And when we look for the right buyer, that's one of the things that we're looking for is the same type of individual that has that same heart, so we can match that up.
And our CFO, Jenny's a born-again Christian. Vanessa, my assistant, our VP of Client Engagement, is a born-again, loving Jesus, loving Christian. Tom Lociato sitting next to me, who does all our videos. I think you need to, my wife said this in the beginning, Christy, if you're listening. She gave me a great piece of advice in 2008. She said, watch your alignments carefully. And that, I love that every person that we are in partnership with, like Tom Lociato and MDR Television, like my right hand at Todd Hutchinson that talks to buyers and sellers each and every day at the firm, to Vanessa that touches every business owner all the way through our sellers. She's communicating 200-300 emails from listing to the wiring of funds and the celebration dinner. And if we do a good job, you're going to see video testimonials from sellers and buyers, which Tom has shot for us. We have 8 of them up on our website, maybe 10, on the front homepage at sellmycompanynow.com. Imagine the power of a client, raving fan client about your company. Right, Tom? And so in this last segment, we're going to bring Tom back on to make that offer one last time on his cell phone about a free video testimonial. A free video testimonial. That's amazing. So listen for Tom's cell number when we come back from the break. But right now, I'm going to give you my cell number one more time. If you're a business owner driving around, this makes sense. Maybe you're even a Christian. You're a believer like we are, and this has moved you to contact us because conversation's free. We'd love to talk. If it's worth your time, we'd like to say it's worth ours. Hit me on my private confidential direct cell phone at 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. Love to get you a free complimentary copy of my book. Just hit me right now. Text or call 469-995-6060. We've just got a few more seconds, Todd. Why don't you take us to break?
Yeah, we are just excited that you're here. We're excited that you're listening. If you have any inkling that you want to sell your company in the next 6 months, 12 months, this is the time to get with us. Have a discovery meeting, sit down so we can give you opinion and value and go over all the exit strategies that are available to you.
We'll be right back with more of Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Business owners in North Texas, welcome back to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. I'm in the studio. Michael D. Rubin, CEO and founder of MDR Associates. We have our VP of Exit Strategy, Todd Hutchinson, with me.
Glad to be here.
And last but certainly not least, Tom Lociato from MDR Television, the extraordinary individual that puts all those incredible videos on our website. Thank you, brother, for being such a blessing to our firm, man.
Oh, I love it. I love the work.
It's been a lot of fun with having you in the studio. As I look back at the 4 or 5 different closings we've had that had a video attached, I can only tell you what my client has told me. You know what they've told me?
What's that?
I love Tom.
Well, I love them too. It's a great experience.
But you made an impact on each and every one of those business owners. They were scared going in, thinking, "What the heck am I going to talk about on video?" And it's masterful. The completed work, guys. Go to Sell My Company Now. Go to our website, sellmycompanynow.com. That's www.sellmycompanynow.com. Click on the marketing videos, whether it be Hughes or Nova Magnetics or French Peas or any of the Peterson Landscaping, any of those videos. Click on those. You did a masterful job capturing the essence of the business, the essence of the principle, and the emotional aspect a buyer needs to get without visiting the business. That's a key thing. Other business brokers will run 17 people through your business, interrupting your business 10, 20, 30 times. That'll never happen because of you, Tom.
Right.
You have you've helped us speed up the process, keep the business owner being the business owner, not doing showings like a house, right?
Right.
5, 10, 15 times.
Sure.
And I think we've sold them for more money. Sell Your Company. This show's not called Sell Your Company for minimum value. What's it called, Todd?
Sell your company for maximum value.
You don't know if you want to sell.
So you know what you're worth.
So one last time, I'd like you to, right in the middle of this segment here, give them that free video offer. It's amazing you're going to give a video away.
Well, if you're a business owner somewhere in Texas and you want to introduce yourself to me so I can talk to you about making your website video-centric, let's start with this offer. A free video testimonial of one of your customers, clients, or patients, no charge. I'll make it happen for you. Call me at 214-282-8611. That's 214-282-8611. And during that process, I'll even propose what to do to your website to really generate some leads.
Well, you blessed my little company because I remember we didn't get the leads that we had now. We didn't sell businesses as fast. We didn't sell them for as much money. We're one of only 3 or 4, right, Todd, in the country. 3, 4, or 5 firms in the United States, much less Texas. I think we might be the only one in Texas that does a video for every listing, every engagement we take.
Yeah, we've just understood that video is significant in increasing the value of that company to the buyer and the time on market to the buyer. And once a buyer looks at that video, half of their due diligence is pretty much answered in those 20 questions that we give the business owner.
Incredible. Tom always says, send me your questions. Send me your questions for the interview. And you and I kind of co-produce that together. Mm-hmm. Well, folks, if this is making sense to you and you'd like representation, you're getting to retirement age, you're driving around thinking, I'd love to stop making the donuts, slow down and smell the roses. You want to get with a Christian firm, someone that's only going to have your interest, fiduciary interest at the forefront. Hit me on my direct mobile cell phone right now. Get your pens ready. It's one of the last times I'm going to give it. This is my direct cell phone. I will contact you. I'll give you a free copy of the book. For the first 5 people to text or call me at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. Just a couple minutes left in the show, Todd. What else makes us different as a firm? Let's end with that note. We talked about our heart last week. We have a different heart towards people. We have the 4K video. I think the marketing package, Jenny's in Europe right now, but our CFO does a really good job organizing. Talk about the marketing package real quick in the last couple minutes.
Well, the deliverables that we have at the beginning, the things that we do like the 4K video, the marketing package, sometimes we do a third-party evaluation. We've had buyers call us and speak to us on the phone and saying, this is the best presentation we've received in a long time.
That's awesome.
And it just goes to show that in this industry, picking the right firm is crucial, because how you're represented to these buyers that are looking for companies like yours is extremely important. I think that's why what we do, and very few companies like us in the nation do, is because we understand that if we take the time, do excellent work in this presentation that we're giving to buyers, it's helping our cause. It's getting the business the best value, the maximum value that they're looking for, and it shortens their time on market so they can get to that next season in their life where they can retire and do the things they want to do. So that's why I think we do it, because we know how important it is to the actual transaction of the company.
Yeah, I think our heart, I think our process, our 10-step unique process with the 4K HD video, with the marketing package, with the third-party valuation, if we do one of those. We certainly do the video and the marketing package no matter what. I think it puts us in a position where we've done our sell-side due diligence, where not a lot of other firms take 30 to 45 days to wait to go to market, to prepare it, to actually prepare the company both financially and emotionally with the video, with Tom's expertise. So if this is making sense to you, you're driving around thinking, I would love to slow down and smell the roses, because you also have to be emotionally ready, right, Todd?
Definitely. Emotionally
ready. And we're finding a lot of people are not emotionally ready, and if they're not emotionally ready, they won't sell.
Nope.
So, hey, bow your head, pray in your own private time about whether this is the right time to sell. If you're in your late 50s, mid-60s, certainly in your lower 70s, call us a year, 6 months, 3 months before you're ready. Let us help you prepare to get ready and prepare to put you in the best position and the best light to sell your company for maximum value. One last time, I'm going to give you my personal private cell phone, 469-995-6060. That's 469-995-6060. Give me your name, your business type, give you a free copy of the book, and Todd and I will call you on Monday morning from 10 to 12. Folks, it's been an honor and a privilege to be on the air with you for almost 4 months now, Todd. Thanks for coming in. You're going to be with me next week, and then Jenny gets back the following week. Tom Lociato, I love you, brother.
Thank you so much.
I love you so much, man. You and I become really lifelong friends through
Absolutely.
MDR and MDR getting together. All right, folks, until next week, be blessed.